Welcome back to my podcast style video. I went over my notes for the Fraser Michael Bohm video. Core. And yeah, and I have reviewed. I actually filmed this video once before, but not fully. So this is me refreshed and ready to record this podcast style YouTube video. Okay, so let's talk about some context for the case. So he was going 100 plus miles. I don't know if I should say allegedly, but I'll say allegedly because it hasn't been proven yet in the court of law. And he was like, just right now, like he was making a curve called Dead Man's Curve, and he knew because the detectives later had asked him, like, if he knew the name. Like, they also asked him, oh, two of your friends passed away from going fast, and I think he said yes. And it was in Malibu. It was next to or in the facilities of the Pepperdine University apartments, and it was 4 girls that were killed because he crashed into a car, and I think those cars like ran into the girls, or maybe it was him and his car that ran into the girls. I'm not sure, but they were all seniors from the ages 20 to 21, just like me right now. I'm about to be 22 tomorrow, actually. And okay, so that court date happened July 17, I'm gonna guess, and 2026, and it was my second like court. It was Van Nuys West House, I think. My second time going to a different court. I've gone to the LA one in downtown multiple times, but my first time going to that one, and it was scary for me because both of my devices were dead or on the verge of dying, so I had to like really rely on my public speaking skills, and I genuinely have none. So, but not to fret because there was like the court number on a big screen with everybody's court dates for that date. And I think it was on Monday, actually. It was on Monday. And I remember because my brother had his wisdom teeth removal on that day, and this is how dedicated I am. Instead of going with him, I went to the court case. It's really important for me to inform myself of what's going on in my community and then be able to tell you guys, either on YouTube or on Instagram. And right now I'm doing a YouTube video for this very case. Okay. So I was like freaking out because I'm like, I don't know how to read. I get really anxious and just forget what's going on. So then I go upstairs to the second floor because for some reason I thought, you know what, it's probably in the second floor. Obviously it wasn't, but then I was able to relax and read the TV screen good, and then I saw his name. I went to the floor number and all that good stuff. And then I pulled up to the floor 9, and I'm like, there's no one here. Are we sure it's here? Because there was, I think, only 2 to 3 people, and I'm not sure if they were paralegals or attorneys, but they were wearing professional clothes. And so I was like, oh, maybe it already started because it was 8 a.m. or 8:20 or 8:10 a.m., something like that. And I was like, oh, I guess I came for nothing. But actually, I was early, and I was able to enjoy the views because it's like huge building, and you could see from the tall windows, windows all across the floor. And so it comes about like, I don't know if it's 8:40, but you could enter at whatever time. I don't know if that's true for the actual trail. Why do I always say trail? It's trial. For the actual trial. But for that date that I went, it was like a status hearing for like the trial. Sorry, I had to say it in my head. And sorry if this is like confusing or I have low energy. I think I'll get better at speaking into the microphone over clips. Hopefully. Let's all bank on that. If not, this is not gonna be enjoyable. But yeah. So I actually did not bring a notebook, so I was unprepared. I had to use some like papers that I had behind my iPad case, Oh, and I forgot to mention this court does not have metal detectors on the actual floor. There's just a metal detector in the first floor. And actually, a funny story was the security guard was like telling me from my vape pen, and I was just ignoring him because I'm like, there's no way he's talking to me. And yeah, whoa, that's so pretty. And yeah, I just was like, that's not me. I don't think that was, but maybe it was. I'm not sure. And so you could enter right at any time, and then I saw on the right side of the room, and there's like a lot of chairs, like physical chairs, not benches, on each side, but there is benches like three in the middle. And then like you sit inside and just wait, because I don't know why we started late, but I remember not starting on time. Um, and then finally, like closer to 9, I think that's when everyone came in, and Fraser and his parents came in, and I think his family members, and the clerk came in. And yeah, I was pretty anxious, to be honest, because I don't know, it felt like very tense environment, and like maybe it was because it was my first time going, but it for sure felt like, oh, this is business, but you could still like relax if you wanted to. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. And then I sat down, but then I'm like, I actually want to sit on the left side, so then I sat on the left side. And basically, what actually happened, what the judge said was that, um, oh, okay, I don't remember what the judge said, but I do remember what one of his Fraser's lawyers said. It was the female lawyer. She said that, oh, we're gonna come in and take copies of all the evidence. It was like huge folders, brown folders, or beige, filled like high, like I would say 2 feet, and then they would come return them ASAP. Or I think their worker would just like come, take pictures of all of them or copies, and then like leave when she was done with all the copies. And also the background is St. Louis, Missouri, by the way, if anyone cares. Okay, and yeah, like I think I'm just gonna guess that he would say yes, Your Honor, because I genuinely don't remember, but I just remember feeling like really sad and emotional because, like driving really is like it's dangerous, and I feel like a fraud for saying that's why I don't drive, or not a fraud, but I don't know. I just I don't feel confident in my driving skills. So yeah, if anyone has any more questions, comment down below, and I'll actually add my notes to this part of the video. This is so unprofessional, but I have the actual notes now. No, like it's not unprofessional, but that I'm barely gonna say the actual date. It was July 27th. Actually, it was not July 27th. That was another one that I didn't go to because I went to the David Burke one, and I actually should have gone to this one because this one was for sure entrances, since it wasn't as like prominent or close to like a preliminary or trial. Okay, so what it says, August 24th was gonna be a hearing. September 2nd was another like status hearing for the trial. And then September 8th was when it was actually gonna start. And then I'm gonna be real, I don't know what else it says here, but something about Miss something. But yeah, if you could like read them, like go at it. Questions. Yeah, I guess like no, I'm not gonna guess. So, but yeah, I'll try to be more neat because I really want to be able to remember what happened and not just like um guess. So if you guys want to read it, you can pause the video. But yeah, it was a little bit of notes because the actual court session was very short. So yeah, that's why. But if they basically just went over the important dates. And thank you so much for watching. This has been very fun, and I hope to get better at it in the future. Thank you.